If you want to know how to make this demigod post playmaker build in NBA 2K21, like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds. If not, you won't be able to make a post playmaker. I wouldn't risk it. Yo, YouTube, it's your boy Premier, back today with another banger, and in today's video we'll be going over this post playmaker build in NBA 2K21. First things first, before we get too far in the video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're on the grind to 15K. Turn the post notifications on so you don't miss the next banger. Now, getting straight into this build video, this is one of the most talked about builds right now in NBA 2K21 current gen. Getting straight into it, first things first, you can look at a small forward. If I'm not mistaken, you get a few more attributes, a few more badges, whatever. But the benefit of going power forward here, you get the big man contact dunks. That is a huge thing on this build. I'm gonna go with the power forward. It's really your preference there though. Same with the jersey, same with the handed. Onto the skill breakdown though, there's two different skill breakdowns that you can look at. Joe Knows made a version of this with the red and yellow. You can also look at the blue and yellow. Shout out to my guy Juice, shout out to Joe Knows as well. My buddy Juice made the blue yellow version of this build and he loves it. Me personally, I'm more of a defense playmaking kind of guy, not to mention when you choose the red and yellow at 99 overall, you get the contact dunks anyway, and you can still get slash or takeover. So when you really sit here and compare them side by side, you can compare the attributes, compare the stats. In my opinion, the red and yellow is better. It looks like you do get a little 3-ball, a little better of a 3-ball. On the blue yellow, it's 60 compared to 59. That's just going to be your preference. Me personally, I think the red yellow is better all around. I'll probably end up showing y'all how to make both versions of this build here on the channel anyways. But here onto the physical profiles, there's only two you need to compare. You can look at the physical profile with the most speed, the most acceleration, the most vertical, or you can look at the pure speed, pure acceleration. That is what I decided to go with. When you get this build maxed out all the way, it will have a 98 speed if you follow this build video and if you make this build right. Onto the attributes though, max out the close shot, max out the driving dunk, max out the standing dunk. Then I want you to upgrade the driving layup all the way to, well, max out the driving layup as well. Then you can upgrade the post hook to a 35 if you want 12 finishing badges. It's really preference how you want to do your badge breakdown. This is how I decided to do my badge breakdown. With this build's low shooting, I maxed out the midi, maxed out the 3-pointer, maxed out the free throw, upgraded the post fade to a 53, and then we maxed out the pass accuracy, ball handling. We upgraded the post moves to a 66. That way you get 8 shooting, 16 playmaking, but then you are left a little short-handed here on the defense. So I came up here, looked at some of my finishing. I'm like, honestly, I could survive with 10 finishing badges. Anything extra, it would just be for like maybe gold relentless. Really don't need it though. In my opinion, you need way more defensive badges. 16 and 12 is okay. We're getting there, but honestly, I'm going to come down on the playmaking as well, because when you really look at the playmaking badges, all you really need: Hall of Fame quick first step, Hall of Fame handles for days, Hall of Fame ankle breaker, maybe a little silver unpluckable. That can be done with exactly 14 playmaking. If you could sneak some bailout in there, I'm sure you can find a way. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, this build does not get ankle breaker, so you definitely will be able to sneak in the bailout with the playmaking badges. But this right here is how I decided to do mine. I did do one last final tweak here to the build. I seen I had some extra attribute upgrades available, and I wanted to go through and look throughout the build, see if I added it, you know, maybe to defense, if I could get one more defensive badge. If I added it to my playmaking, could I get one more playmaking badge? Add it to my shooting, could I get another shooting? Finishing, so on. I tried to play around with these extra attribute upgrades, and I'm not gonna lie, I ended up dropping my offensive rebound for the block rating. I think it's more beneficial on the offensive boards. It's really just like a second chance. You're going to need to get stops. You're going to need to grab defensive boards. I think those are the two better attributes to upgrade. I think you just leave the offensive rebounding down. So when you get this build all the way maxed out and when it hits legend, it will be a demigod with this spread out badge spread. You would have 20 finishing, 18 shooting, 24 playmaking. You would end up with 25 defense. That's Hall of Fame playmaking, Hall of Fame defensive badges as well. You can sit here and play around. You can do 15 playmaking. You can do 15 defensive. It's really your preference. You got to choose one at 14 though. The other is going to be at 15. Your preference. However you want to make the build is completely up to you. sit here and just use this as a base for your build if you don't like anything I did. But we're moving on from here to the body shape. There's only 2 body shapes, by the way, you need to look at, in my opinion: Bill and Burly. And whichever one you decide to choose, it's strictly up to you, your preference. I always choose Burly, especially because we're going to end up having to drop down this player's weight in order to get the best version possible of this build. And once again, for the best version possible, don't look at a taller build than 6'7", 6'8" at the maximum. And at 6'8", you are not going to get the pro dribble moves. The benefit of going 6'7" is you're going to end up with a 98 speed, and you will end up with pro dribble moves at 99 overall. Not to mention at 99 overall, you are going to end up with the contact dunks as well. When you put the weight down to 188, you end up with that 90 speed, plus 4 if you're a gym rat, plus 4 from 99 overall. That's a 98 speed, 96 acceleration. At 99 overall, this build is looking demigod status. Max out the arms as well, so that way you get the contact dunks at 99 overall. When you max out the arms too, it only drops the ball handling by 1, so you will still be able to get the pro dribble moves at 99 overall. You definitely need to max out the arms for this build. I know the 3-ball looks a little shaky, but go watch Joe Knows the power of a 65 3-ball, because when you get this build to 99 overall, you will have a 65 3-ball. If you are nervous at all on the 65 3-ball, just go watch Joe Knows video on the power of a 65 3-point rating in NBA 2K21. Me, I'm going slasher. The contact dunks, 99 overall, speed was glitching, post playmaker is here. This build is a demon, one of the best builds in the game at Legend if you can shoot with the 65 3-ball. Let's get straight into the build. I'm going to show you all the best badges that I recommend for this build. And obviously, if you do decide to test this build out, if you don't want to just put VC into them, upgrade them, go to the park, definitely go 99 overall if you end up playing the actual game after you choose the badges. These are the badges that I would be rocking if I was in the park for my team. The 3 badges that you must have: gold contact, gold slithery, gold showtime for your team. If you're playing the 1s court, you could do like silver pro touch, silver relentless. But if you're playing with a team, if you're playing on the 3s, 2s, I recommend gold showtime to help your teammate get their takeover almost instantly. And then for the shooting, you're going to need, you definitely need gold hot zone hunter, and you need to get your hot zones. It's not even a question. If you don't have your hot zones, you're gonna struggle to shoot the ball on this build. I'm not gonna lie, you could look at silver hot start as well. Bronze here, the bronze green machine, the gold range extender, gold hot zone hunter, bronze hot start, bronze green machine is what I'd recommend. You could maybe try to sneak in a bronze flexible, bronze catch and shoot. It's really up to you and your play style. I really wouldn't even be pulling from gold range anyway, but it's just to give you that extra bonus just in case you do. And for the Hall of Fame playmaking, you definitely need Hall of Fame quick first step, Hall of Fame handles for days, anything from there. The extra 6 badge upgrades are really up to you. You could look at Hall of Fame unpluckable. You're going to be going against a lot of centers though. Not gonna lie, I think I would just keep unpluckable on silver. If you're playing with some type of stretch or something, maybe look at dimer, maybe look at floor general. If you're on the 3s, you could look at like a downhill. You could even look at upgrading your bailout. Look at the tight handles. There's a ton of different options here for your playmaking badges. The one that absolutely just sucks that you cannot get Hall of Fame ankle breaker. You cannot even get ankle breaker period. That's one of the benefits though of going small forward. So if you do decide to make this build at power forward, keep that in mind. I'm gonna go Hall of Fame downhill just in case I grab a board and I want to go all the way like LeBron. This is definitely a LeBron type build. Throw on the silver chase, throw on the silver intimidator, Hall of Fame rebound chaser. That way you can still get boards. You need silver interceptor, at least silver rim protector. Then you're definitely gonna need silver clamps at least. I'm not gonna lie, I might end up dropping the interceptor, upgrading the clamps all the way to Hall of Fame. You need that bronze box out. That way you can get box out animations on big men and stuff like that. That's all though for today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know what you think of the build 1 through 10, dub or L, and let me know what build or what video y'all want to see next down below in the comment section. If you're loyal, if you watch this video all the way through, always let me know who my loyals are. Like the video though if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and make sure to turn the post notifications on so you don't miss the next banger. That's all though for today's video. It's your boy Premier, and I'm out. Peace.
It's getting hard to keep composure, they keep trying me. I came from nothing, now they bumping my songs overseas. I remember when I first started, they threw dirt on me, and now they saying